For your curling fans, it's a big weekend coming up. As you know, the Women's World Curling Championships come to town this Saturday. Canada represented by Edmonton's Heather Nedowin. As for the men, Canada's representative at their Worlds in Switzerland coming up later this month. Well, it was decided yesterday in Saskatoon. In case you missed it, here's how it went down between Ontario skip Glenn Howard, hoping to shake off his budding bridesmaid label at the Brier. From 2006 to 2011, he had 4 losses in 5 Brier finals, and he lost the 2010 final to Alberta's Kevin Cooey. First to end, Ontario with the hammer, and Howard makes good use of last rock. An easy hit for 2. It's 2-0. Ontario completely controlled the first 7 ends of the final, making no errors and pouncing on Alberta mistakes to lead 4-2 after 5 ends, 6-2 after 6. Alberta had Howard under pressure in the 8th, but look at this. The Ontario skip drawing for a piece of the button, gets the nice little rub over and the point to stay up 7-3. Cooey scored his first deuce of the game in the 9th, but Howard was still up 2, coming home with the hammer. And in the 10th, Alberta set up to score 2 and force the extra end, but then this happened.
Calling off Saville and Lang, and there is no more heartbreak for Howard.
Glenn Howard and his Ontario crew of third, Wayne Middaugh, who curled 98% in the final. Second, Brent Lang, and Craig Saville edged Kevin Cooey 7-6, so they will represent Canada at the Men's World Curling Championships March 31st in Switzerland. The next wave of MMA stars were in Lethbridge over the weekend. The city's top up-and-coming MMA stars were at the Canadian Mixed Martial Arts Centre on Saturday for a grappling tournament. 30 competitors between the ages of 12 and 15 hit the mats in the youth division, with more registered in an adult edition of the tournament. The center has worked hard to expand MMA in the city and hopes tournaments like this light a fire under these kids that might want to continue in the sport.
Yeah, I think it's really important. I mean, they get to compete and the stuff they're training every day, and they get to put it into practice in a tournament setting, deal with the pressure of a tournament, and, you know, learning how to win and lose. It's important in life and how to develop those skills and how to deal with it. And it's important if they want to advance in the sport that they have that. It gives them, one piece of the MMA sport. You're working on one aspect, and you really get to specialize in it and get a feel for it. So it's a lot of fun.
And next up is a kickboxing tournament at the center in April. The Lethbridge Hurricanes are in Calgary this coming Wednesday. The Hitmen clinching home ice advantage in the first round of the playoffs over the weekend as they met Jesse Wallen and his Rebels yesterday afternoon. So Calgary continuing to play well in the Eastern Conference. Canes will have their work cut out for them on Wednesday. There's Jimmy Bubnick with the shot, Colin Bowman with the redirect. Later, Hitman power play, Chase Clayton with a great look to Jake Vertanen. 15-year-old scores his 3rd of the season, but moments later, Red Deer captain Adam Cambites cuts to the net, and the Coaldale native beats Brandon Glover between the pads 2-1. Early second, Hitmen restore their 2-goal lead. Brady Brassert staying with it, his 24th 3-1 Calgary. It could have been 4-1 Calgary, but Bolton Pouliot makes the save of the game. Look at that. Flashing the leather. It's 3-1 after 2. Rebels score to make it 3-2, but 32 seconds after that, there's Brassert with a nice tip. Second of the game, his first 25-goal WHL season. 4-2 Calgary. They add the empty netter for the 5-2 final. A year after missing the postseason, the Hitmen have now clinched a spot and home ice. A group of Lethbridge athletes are raising the bar in fitness. Over the next couple of weeks, several athletes are participating in the CrossFit Games. Each weekend, they compete in intense workouts that involve weightlifting and strength exercises. Athletes with the top 60 scores in Western Canada will qualify for regionals. CrossFit has been in Lethbridge for 5 years and offers non-competitive fitness programs as well.
A lot of the time we fall out of sport because there's, you hit a certain age and you're kind of done with it. I just got started with this, and so it's like, yay, I can do this until I'm 50, right? And onward. We have people in here that are approaching 70 years old.
Wow, great for them. Last year, 6 of the 60 people in Western Canada that qualified were from Lethbridge. Good for them.
Wow, that's intense.
After work?
I think we need to.